professor, earlier, about an hour ago, Mr. Slavitt, in his, I'm reading from his written testimony, but I believe he said it in his oral testimony as well. He had this statement: to my knowledge, no one within the administration ever sought to make decisions for Facebook or any other social media company over their content moderation. Is that an accurate statement made by Mr. Slavitt?
That is not what I've seen in all the correspondence that I've reviewed.
You stand by that statement, Mr. Slavitt?
Yes, I do, Mr. Chairman.
So the administration never sought to make decisions for Facebook or any other social media platform over their content moderation.
To the best of my knowledge, certainly.
To the best of your knowledge, the third day. Clark Humphrey, who worked with you all, right? Miss Humphrey worked with you guys? Is that Miss Humphrey worked
Yes,
with you?
that's accurate.
She sends an email, wanted to flag the below tweet, wondering if we can get moving on the process for having it removed ASAP. That's not trying to influence social media company over their content moderation?
I think the statement that I said was that we didn't choose to make decisions for social media companies. I didn't say that there weren't correspondence or weren't occasions when they weren't trying to influence social media companies. And I think social media companies did a admirable job telling us when they disagreed. And I think those were
What is it? Take down
dialogue.
this tweet ASAP. If that's not trying to make a decision for the social media company, what is it?
I don't think she was ordering them to take anything down.
Well,
and I don't know the context of the entire conversation. But if you have documents to share,
can you keep an eye out for
that.
tweets in this same genre? What was that?
I wasn't a party to that email, so I don't know.
Is that trying to impact the content moderation decisions at Facebook or at Twitter or any other social media platform?
I'm sorry, did you say, can I see the full email, please?
I'll read it to you. Wanted to flag the below tweet, wondering if we can get moving on the process for having it removed ASAP.
I'm not sure I know the context. I wasn't a party to the email.
I just don't see how your statement squares with the actions that the administration took on day 3 with someone who worked in your work with you guys. How about this one?
Okay.
How about this one? Our YouTube trust and safety team is working to finalize a new policy to remove content that could mislead people on the safety and efficacy of vaccines. We would like to preview our policy proposal for you and get any feedback you have. So now they're asking on the front end, are you okay with the policy? Is that trying to impact and make decisions for social media companies about content moderation?
To make decisions? No.
They're trying to get an okay from you on the front end? And you're not having an impact on their social media platform content decisions?
As I interpreted, this was a interaction where a dialogue, and I don't know the entire context of the dialogue, but it sounds like the social media company.
They want your feedback, and you've said...
It sounds like part of a dialogue about what constituted consistency with their policy. That's far different, in my opinion, Mr. Chairman, from someone making a decision on their behalf.
Okay,
I don't know the occasion.
Mr. Flaherty, in your opening statement, you said something that I just found astounding. Twitter's new owner abandoned all its prior policies related to COVID misinformation over a year and a half ago. That decision was Twitter's to make, and I'm not aware of any adverse actions against Twitter in response to it.
Congressman, I'm not aware of any adverse government actions taken against Twitter in response to that change.
8 different federal agencies have went after Elon Musk and Twitter since that happened.
Congressman, I am no longer in government.
Department of Justice is looking into the fact that he hired too many Americans at SpaceX, FEC, SEC, FAA, NLRB, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of North, and even the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service have went after him. And I haven't even got to the big one. FTC sent 12 letters, first letter asking right after the Twitter files, Mr. Musk, who are the journalists you're talking to? And you said in your testimony that Twitter's new owner, I'm not aware of any adverse actions against Twitter in response to it. Literally, one of the most ridiculous things I've heard. Every agency you can imagine went after this guy because he's advocating for free speech in the First Amendment. You stand by your statement?
Congressman, I do stand by the statement. I can't.
You weren't aware of any of that? You weren't aware that the FTC sent 12 letters, and the first letter said, we know you're talking to 4 journalists. 2 of them testified in front of this committee twice. And we want to know who else you're talking to. Asking someone, who are the journalists you're talking to? Direct attack on the First Amendment. And you say nothing's happened. No adverse actions against Twitter in response to what he's done.
Congressman, again, I'm here to speak about my experience in government and interacting with social media companies. I left the government in June of 2023. I can't speak to this, and I certainly
This happened before that.
Reclaiming my time, these sound like mafia tactics when we send every three-letter agency known to the U.S. government after Elon Musk when he comes out for free speech. And with that, I yield back.